Strange things are afoot. This is coming from a worker for American Airlines here. We don't have his name, and that's okay. You'll see why as we tell this story. This is coming from him. I'm just going to read this straight as we go. So make no mistake, no editorializing until the end. I was working this weekend on Thursday, December 30th, 2021 at the American Airlines aircraft hangar at about 11:30 at night. I was outside with about 3 other individuals. We were in the process of bringing a 777-200 into the hangar to get some maintenance done on one of the engines. This was a routine. We did this almost daily on a variety of planes in this particular hangar. But as we were hooking up the plane to tug and move it and communicating with each other, I looked up and saw 3 large black creatures over the parking lot. They were about 7 feet tall each, and they were just staring at us. I yelled out to Carlos, and he tells Robert, and all 3 of us are looking straight at these things. And when one of them opens what looks like large black wings and shoots off into the sky, followed by the others, all 3 making a sort of screeching sound as they take off. A few seconds later, a security vehicle comes screaming up through the driveway and stops. And some white, chubby security person runs out with his flashlight and starts checking the area. He's shortly joined by 3 other trucks and a couple of supervisors that I recognize from staff meetings. I look over and Robert is doing the same thing I am doing, recording this on his phone. I know that both of us had to have gotten a glimpse of these creatures right as they took off. One of the supervisors came up to us and told us to stop recording and to put our phones away, or she would report us to our supervisors. The area where these things were has to have at least 4 different cameras, and at least 2 are in plain sight for all to see. After about an hour, we were approached by the same supervisor, our immediate supervisor, and 3 other men, and told to go into the break room, to remain in there and not talk to anyone. They came in after 10 minutes and said we were not to talk to anyone in regards to what we saw, and that they were requiring us to send them the video that we had shot on our phones, and then deleted the video off of our phones, or we would be immediately terminated. When we demanded that we see our union steward first, we were told that this was a matter of internal security, and that this superseded the authority of the union. We attempted to argue, and we were told in a raised voice that we would not be allowed to leave without the deletion of the video on our phones. I did not want to lose my job after 8 years, especially when the benefits and the pay were really good. So I sent the video to my supervisor's phone, and in front of her and the others, deleted the video. We were told we were to keep this to ourselves and were not allowed to speak to anyone, or we could lose our jobs. Well, after a lot of consideration, they can kiss my whole black ass. And I decided to write you about what happened. I cannot just sit back and get told that keep something a secret just because they want to keep lining their pockets. I called and asked my union steward, and he told me that he would look into it and get back to me. I have yet to hear back from him. These people ain't playing around. They have checked in on us at least twice, And I have also heard from others who have seen the same thing, that they were told to stay quiet or risk losing their jobs. So many people have been threatened with being fired that if they told their story, what you hear reported is just a small piece of these things.